Hey guys, it's Steph from the Humble Podcast, and I wanted to talk about this the other day. Just got a little caught up in some other stuff, man. But no, I caught this Nick Wright. Listen, I'm not. Nick Wright's good. I do like Nick Wright. I disagree with him because he's just a super, Kansas City Chiefs guy and LeBron James fan. But outside of that, though, he gives pretty good, decent sports takes, in my opinion. I think so. For the most part, and he's really good at going like super stat nerd and buffering his arguments and stuff. So he really brings a unique argument. Sometimes he can get a little Skip Bayless-ish, but he's not as corny as Skip Bayless. But he can be getting erratic at times, though. Just like a younger version. But the reason why I bring him up is because he brings up a very good point when it comes about the Steelers, because that's my team. And look, we don't have a quarterback yet. And the more I think about this, I'm like, I'm actually fine with it at this point, especially if we don't get this clown Aaron Rodgers, right? I want to play a clip of what he has to say because I the fact that Aaron Rodgers hasn't picked the team yet, and it's just kind of like, here we go again with the NFL world having to wait. Well, not really. A lot of teams have bailed out. You know what I'm saying? It was when he left, there was a list of teams, and then now it was the Steelers, the Vikings, and the Giants. The Vikings smartly bowed out of the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes, and for us, I heard we're talking. We may entertain bringing Russell Wilson back. I forgot that quarterback from Alabama that's coming, Jalen Monroe. I heard that we've had dinner with him or whatever. We met, and we don't know. And people are saying Shedeur Sanders is going to fall down. I'd be shocked if he falls down, because if he does fall down to us, we'd be more than happy to take him. But this whole idea of Aaron Rodgers, and you heard Cam Hayward make his comments about like, we're just Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be a Steeler or not, then so be it. You're right. The world does not revolve around Aaron Rodgers, and that's been my issue with this dude. Number one, just the problem in the locker room, just never really takes accountability, just has smug attitude. But before I go off, I'm gonna play what Nick Wright has to say about this.
His locker room is Pittsburgh's, right. Tomlin. You know how to change that? Make him wait. Hey, Pittsburgh, what's your plan? Oh, we're waiting on that guy. When's he deciding? Nobody knows. Does McAfee know his buddy? Nope, nobody knows. His rap sheet? Nope, nobody knows. So we, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and our 6 Super Bowls and our 100 years of, right, real NFL blue-bloodedness, are now waiting on the whims of this guy. And anyone that you ask to go out with you, and they're like, I don't know, maybe, I'll let you know, I don't know, maybe. If and when they say yes, when you guys go out together, who's in charge that evening? Yeah. That person. And so this, right, and this is exactly how you take the upper hand in any relationship. Make it clear, this is on my terms. And here's the other piece of it. Does anyone think, because Minnesota's out, and Bruce Wright, he's not going to the Giants, and Bruce Wright, he's not retiring. He's going to play football for the Pittsburgh Steelers if they let him. So does anyone think this whole last 2 weeks and the weeks we have coming up lead to winning? Does anybody think that the best chance for Aaron to succeed and the Steelers to succeed is to have this going on? No, of course not. So does Tomlin?
Exactly, man. And that's the problem, with Nick hitting on the head. It's like, here we go again. Why can't he make his decision? Like, who is he waiting for after the draft? I don't get it. Like, you need to start getting in the organization, start getting yourself familiarized with people and stuff like that. But I don't want him on my team, though. That's the thing, though. And as a historic franchise, a franchise that I love as a fan. I mean, we haven't won a playoff game in 9 years. Okay, we've gone the veteran quarterback route. Okay, it hasn't worked. Losing Justin Fields, say what you want. I wanted him to build and develop around this kid. No, you know what I'm saying? We let him walk in hopes of getting who? I mean, I hope there's a quarterback in the draft that we have our eye on, because this is not the answer. You know what I'm saying? Nick hit all the points, all the things that I mean, he's right. All these little charades, dancing he's doing, you know, at 41 years old. The Steelers are really waiting. I'd be shocked if he ends up signing with the Steelers. And the fact that he was able to put up a historic franchise like ours, a team that has, you know, the locker room, it starts from Mike Tomlin, and then you have leadership in the locker room. You know, you heard Cam Hayward spoke out. You know, guys like him, okay? Guys like Minka Fitzpatrick. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna work, man. This is just not gonna work, man. This is nonsense, yo. And for him to do that, because that's what it sounds like. Because he's gonna go to the Steelers. If he comes to the Steelers, he's not gonna have no control as he thinks he is. Like, they're not gonna bend over backwards and give him everything like the New York Jets foolishly did. You know what I'm saying? He knows that's not gonna happen. So like he said, this is his way of pouting and trying to establish some level of leverage to make it seem now that when he finally arrives to Pittsburgh, right? Oh, you know, we can open and open arms because the Messiah has finally made his decision. Hell no, man. Aaron Rodgers can move the hell on. You know what I'm saying? Like, because why can't the Steelers just be like, nah, we good? We haven't said that. The Vikings didn't want to put up with it. Why are we entertaining it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the Steelers are actually thinking. Okay, maybe the Steelers low key are just moving on. I don't know, but if the door is open for Aaron Rodgers, this is gonna end in disaster. If it start, like you said, none of this is conducive to winning. The fact that it's even starting out like this and we end up signing Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a complete mess and debacle. But Tomlin, I can see Tomlin, we benching this dude if anything goes sideways when it comes to his mouth. If he can sense the team ain't just vibe with him, I think Tomlin will bench his ass. You know, so look, he can play this game and we can be stupid enough to get him, but then he can also be stupid enough to act a fool in our locker room. Because I have a feeling that Tomlin will have no problems pulling the plug on his ass, right? But then again, for how much money though, right? How much money are we gonna pay this dude if he comes here, man? We shouldn't waste any money and we shouldn't waste any more time on this, man. Like, I hate the fact that it's zeroed in now on us. You know what I'm saying? The Giants make him an offer. Make him an offer. Let the Giants take him, right? But the Giants ain't. They got the third overall pick. They could take Shador. They could take a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But damn, you know, it's like, here we go again with it. Just this type of stuff just feels dysfunctional. You know, and then we're dealing with a dysfunctional guy in Aaron Rodgers, man. This is an absolute mess, man. But I agree with Nick Wright on this, man. Absolutely. You know, the fact that he's making his weight and playing this dumb game, and they're not making his weight. I'm as a fan, I'm not waiting. I just hate the fact that, as a team, I feel like the organization is waiting, and it's like, yo, Pittsburgh Steelers, you got so much more respect, and to wait for this clown of a diva guy who it wants to go on trips, doesn't want to come to mini camp. And later on, Broussard makes a good point about, yo, kind of set a deadline. Set a deadline in the next couple weeks. Make your decision and then bounce, right? The decision should already been made by now if it's taking this long. Okay, what's there to think about? There's not way, unless Aaron Rodgers wants to play that route, unless he can just wait and sit his ass out until someone needs a quarterback during the regular season. You know what I'm saying? But for now, we need to move in a different direction. We need to draft a quarterback, do something, but not deal with this guy, Aaron Rodgers. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.